Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here. Today I'm making a video on why I think Derrius Guice can be a star running back for the Redskins if he stays healthy. I'm also going to be showing you guys some insane workout videos from Derrius Guice from this offseason and going to give you guys a final injury update on Derrius Guice. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get right into the video. As you guys all know, Derrius Guice is very talented. He just has not been able to stay healthy. In his rookie year, in his first game in the preseason, he had a really long carry against the Patriots and then tore his ACL, missed his whole rookie year, and then in 2019, in his first game against the Eagles, or his first game of the season, he tore his meniscus, so couldn't play until the middle of the season, and then played a few games, looked pretty promising, and then had another knee injury against the Packers. So the problem really hasn't been his production, it's been his ability to stay healthy on the field. So I'm going to be talking about why I think he can be a star running back in this league if he does stay healthy. But first, I'm going to be showing you guys his insane workout videos from this offseason. So let's get right into it.
I got you. Man, you ready? Yeah. Go. Yeah, come on.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
So as you guys saw from the workout videos, he was doing a bunch of pass catching drills, some running drills, and some weightlifting. So overall, pretty good to see he's doing a lot of work in the offseason and that he's healthy, most importantly. So now let's get into why I think he can be a star running back in the NFL. So as you guys all know, Derrius Guice, this is his third year. He's 5'11", 23 years old, just turned 23, and is 225 pounds. Last year, he played in 5 games, only started one, had 42 rushes for 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. He averaged 5.8 yards per carry, which is really good. He caught 7 passes for 79 yards and a touchdown, so played pretty good when he did play, and his best game was against the Panthers, against Ron Rivera. He had 10 carries for 129 yards. That was his best game. He really didn't start many games, and he started out slow against the Eagles, but he was kind of playing through that meniscus tear, so I'll give him a pass there. And then against the Jets, it did okay, I guess, but he did have that very long, that 45-yard complete or catch for a touchdown. That was Dwayne Haskins' first touchdown of his career. And then against the Lions, did okay. Like I said, his best game was against the Panthers. 10 carries for 129 yards. He had a great stiff arm, and he also caught the ball a little bit too. And then against the Packers, he was doing pretty good before he got hurt with another knee injury. So really, he's played pretty good. 5.8 yards per carry is pretty good, and you can't really even judge him off of last year because he really never got really. He wasn't consistent. He was coming off an injury from the meniscus tear and the ACL, and then he finally was doing pretty good coming off a good game against the Panthers and playing pretty good against the Packers, and then he got hurt. So I think this is his final year, really his final chance, because if he plays solid this year, even if he doesn't ball out, I think he's going to be good for us for a long time. But if he has another injury, then it might be his last straw. But I do think we should give him and AP the same amount of carries for the first couple of games, kind of spread out the carries, and then start giving him more and more carries so that in week 5, week 6, he's getting most of the carries so he doesn't get hurt again. And I really do think you guys saw a glimpse of what he can be as a running back in that Panthers game. I think if he gets around 10 carries a game for the first few games and then maybe gets around 15 in the around like week 6 to 10, and then the second half of the season, maybe get around 18, 19, 20 carries a game. But again, the key part is him staying healthy because, like I said, this is probably his last chance because if he doesn't stay healthy this year, they got a running back in Bryce Love. They still have Adrian Peterson. They have Antonio Gibson, who they drafted with the second pick in the 3rd round, and they have J.D. McKissic. So I do think if he gets injured again this year, a major injury, then he might not play again for us in the future. But if he misses like 2 to 3 games, I think he's going to be fine. But he needs to play at least 10 games, 10 plus games of quality football if we want to keep him around. And I think he will do that. Like if we go back to the stats, 5.8 yards per carry is very, very good for a running back. And that was a small sample size, and that was kind of inflated because of the Panthers game. But still, he played really good, and I think if he can carry over those last few games that he played for the Redskins last year to next year, we'll see his true potential because this is his 3rd year, but he's only played 5 career games in the NFL. And the first game that he played, he was playing through a meniscus tear, so that doesn't really count. And his last game, he really only played like 1 quarter, so he's really only played 3 games in the NFL, which is absolutely crazy. I think it was the Jets, the Lions, and the Panthers. Those are really his only true games that he's played in the NFL that he's been healthy, which is absolutely crazy because he's played for 2 full seasons now, and it's just been a mess because of his injury. So I think if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a threat, obviously in the run game, but also in the pass game because he's pretty elusive and he's very strong too, able to run right through people. So I really like what he brings in the pass catching game. I don't think he's going to be doing a lot of that just because we do have J.D. McKissic, who that's going to be his role, primarily just catching passes out of the backfield, and Antonio Gibson as well. I think Antonio Gibson will get some running attempts, but I think mostly he's going to be a pass-catching back and potentially a wide receiver too in his first year before really there's a lot more carries once Adrian Peterson is gone. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens this year. I'm really excited to see what Derrius Guice can do in a full year. This is really his last chance to prove that he can stay healthy and he can be a number 1 running back in the NFL. And if he does, then I think that this is probably Adrian Peterson's last year just because the Redskins have a few young backs in Derrius Guice, obviously, Antonio Gibson, and Bryce Love. So if Derrius Guice and Bryce Love stay healthy this year and press, which is a huge, huge if, then potentially Adrian Peterson might be on his way out after this year unless he is fine with getting a super small role because Bryce Love and Derrius Guice, if they're healthy, they're going to be pretty good backs in the league, so they're going to be getting a lot of carries, and I don't think the Redskins want to give Adrian Peterson a lot of carries when they have those 2 backs and also Antonio Gibson. So it's going to be a very, very crowded backfield. But again, it's a big if those 2 guys, Bryce Love and Derrius Guice, stay healthy. So it's kind of a 50-50 if Adrian Peterson's back next year because he does not want to retire. But like I said, it's going to be interesting. And when it comes down to Derrius Guice's injury, he is fully healed from that MCL sprain that he suffered against the Packers. You guys obviously saw from his workout videos, he's pretty much at full strength. So it's just going to be let's see if he can stay healthy, because if he can be a threat. My predictions for him this year, stat predictions, if he stays healthy, again, big if, let's say 14 plus games, then I think he can get 800, 900 yards, and I honestly think he's a potential breakout player of the year, and he in his first full year of staying healthy, he could honestly get over 1,000 yards if he is truly getting more than 12, 13 carries a game. Because like I said, in the beginning, it's probably going to be a split between him and Adrian Peterson. But as the season goes on, he might be getting more and more carries, which will give him more of an opportunity to get a bunch of yards. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please smash the like button. Let me know what you guys think about Derrius Guice. I know a lot of people are tired of him getting injured, but we just have to stay patient. I think this is his last year to prove that he can be a #1 running back. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Turn those post notifications on and subscribe if you're new. Peace.